welcome to everything.
Hello, everybody. Hello, friends. This is Joe Bro. No, I'm joking. This is
So COVID.
This is Everything on Blast podcast, episode 59. Am I right about that? Yes, 59.
10 to go. For those keeping track at home.
Man, 10 more. So, to a very minimal crew tonight is my friend Josh, the technical. Yay! I wish I had a soundboard.
I'm gonna download it.
And then next to him is Will, the Fresh Prince of Hollywood,
What's up, everybody? Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'm trying something out.
and myself.
Mr. White. Everything on blast nights.
Everything on Blast nights, and
Is there an everything on blast days?
That's the next thing.
you know what? Honestly, at some point, maybe we should start doing days, huh?
Do a little walk and talk. Go find people on the street.
Yeah,
Ask them questions.
that's such like a Jose thing to do.
Yeah, there's a
Can I
whole
get it?
documentary about it.
Can I? Yeah, can I get an interview with you? Random person. Oh,
Everyone, call it Everyone on Blast.
we can do that too. And then I'm sorry. I'm kind of bad when it comes to emailing, but yeah, I definitely open both your guys' emails about like certain things. And I know specifically yours, Will, relating to the gaming show that
Yes.
you're working on. So that
Coming
is
very soon.
yeah.
Very, very soon.
So excited for that.
Got
Anybody?
Jose a little bit of a crash course in just kind of how to hold a controller last weekend, just basics like, and it's crazy how second nature that shit becomes, where it's just moving and looking at the same
How
time.
how did he hold the controller to begin with? Was he holding it upside down?
Shoved it up his ass.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
Richard literally had him like running drills where the first game we played was Spider-Man. And we had him swinging for a little bit, and then Richard was like, "All right, I want to see your back. Move forward, move back. Go into the street. Go over here. Go to the sidewalk." And by the end of it, we put him on Uncharted. After that, he was doing great.
What?
He was doing great.
He actually knew how to aim and shoot?
Yeah, and he was interested in Uncharted too. He liked that one a lot.
Probably because he watched the movie. Probably why.
It's nothing.
He's like, wait a minute, is this the game with Tom
Well,
Holland?
and he played 4, and the opening of 4 is the same as the movie.
Oh,
So
okay.
That's probably exactly it.
Okay, yeah. He's like, is this the game with Tom Holland in it? Like, wait a minute, Spider-Man and Uncharted, 2 Tom Holland games? But
So yes, that is coming soon
coming soon though, to a
to a podcast service near you.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, what's new since the last episode? I feel
Kind of the
something happens every
same.
week.
Yeah, I'm still in the middle of kind of a transitionary period that I was in last week. So a lot of things kind of up in the air right now, but in a good way. It feels really good.
Yeah.
Like we've got, you've got a little, not go into specifics, but you've got a little project going on, and
So excited.
dude, just working on stuff.
Man,
It
I
feels
know.
like being really in a period of working on stuff and having time to work on stuff, which feels great. So
Yeah, no. I feel like a little kid, like waiting for Christmas.
dude, for real.
You know, it's so crazy.
But what about you? What's new with you?
Other than that, nothing really. I'm trying to think, have anything new happen? Yeah, I can't think of any specifics right now. Hanging in there.
You gonna watch the Oscars on Sunday?
Nah. I'll probably look at the winners. That's probably it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll see how it goes. Honestly, I don't really watch award shows like ever. To be honest, like I usually only watch award shows to see the performers. But yeah, I mean, I'll probably check out like if anything, sticks out. Like,
Yeah, the Oscars. I've always been in the minority of liking watching the Oscars, but each year they make it harder and harder to really, really like it.
Oh,
and now, have you heard all the controversy about the categories that they cut?
no, what's that?
Oh my gosh, Josh, have you heard all this?
Yeah, like all the technical awards are not going to be aired.
Right.
They're just a separate set. Like,
And even like film editing, they're not even gonna air.
it's nonsense.
Josh, does your mic actually plug into there?
Yeah, I actually got it to work this time.
Okay,
So,
cool.
yeah, it's like,
All right,
I am
cool.
the closest participant. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, they're not gonna show cinematography. They're not
No?
gonna show film editing, live action short, and makeup and hairstyling.
I
So-
mean, I feel like I guess they can kind of go without, the makeup and hairstyle and everything, but like, I don't know how much people care. Like the casual viewers actually care about the editing, but I do feel like it's pretty important. Cinematography, that's a pretty big thing. So
huge, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of crazy that they're not doing that.
Yeah, and the way I see it is like it seems like they want to be like the Super Bowl, where it's
Yeah.
this huge cultural event, which I'm sure is what it used to be.
Yeah.
And last year they had the lowest, I think, viewership that they've ever had, and so they're trying to make it shorter and they're trying to get people interested. But the way I see it, if people already weren't gonna watch the Oscars, cutting out a bunch of categories is not gonna suddenly get a shit ton of people to tune in. They should just make it long as shit.
So are they actually cutting those categories out, or they're just not showing them?
Just not showing them.
Oh,
They're still
okay,
gonna
alright.
get awards. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I figured that.
Yeah,
But
so at least there's that.
I mean, yeah, they gotta at least show cinematography. Like, that's kind of crazy.
That's a big
I
one.
mean,
That's a big one.
I guess there's a lot of people that are like, fans of movies, but they don't care about things like that in a sense,
Yeah, and people always say that like, it's just Hollywood sucking its own dick, or it's just a bunch of back padding. But like live
Wow.
action short, or like, those a lot of the small things that they're cutting are
Yeah.
things that usually are not industry, like best actor, best actress. That's stuff that people campaign for and put a lot of money into.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're changing any of that. They're getting rid of the smaller stuff that shouts out like people you don't usually hear about.
Wow.
But I'm gonna still watch it. I'm gonna still fucking
Yeah.
tune in with a bowl of popcorn and eat that shit up.
I mean, we could definitely touch up on that next week then. I mean,
Yeah.
see.
Go over
Because like
there.
I said, I'm not going to be able to watch. I'm going to be busy working
Working
and twerking
There you go.
at the same time.
Damn. How do you
So,
do it?
I don't know. I mean, being a male stripper is not an easy job.
I always forget you do that. That's why your
Yeah.
weekends are so short. You're right.
Yeah, I work at the pyramid, ladies and gentlemen.
Working at the pyramid tonight.
I'm working at the pyramid tonight. But yeah. Well, so before we get into other things, was there anything else that we need to cover, or can I just go straight into Atlanta?
Oh shit! No, I want to hear about Atlanta.
Oh,
Other stuff can wait.
Me and Josh, we were watching Atlanta season 2 earlier.
Is
and
just the first episode is out?
we watched the first like 3 episodes.
I think
And-
we got
Whoa.
through it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and because these are only like half-hour episodes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I didn't know they already had 3 out.
Yeah. No. Of season 2.
Oh, got you.
No, we were watching season 2. I watched season 3, the premiere, at home actually.
Okay.
But yeah, we were just watching because Josh didn't quite remember everything fully. So yeah, like going back and watching, I'm like, damn, I totally forgot this stuff happened. Like the first scene of season 2 was like, it felt like playing Grand Theft Auto. It was like the whole robbery at the chicken spot.
Oh right. I forgot about that too.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. It feels like I'm playing Grand Theft Auto right now.
Damn.
The alligator man.
Yeah. That was episode 1.
That was episode 1 of season 2.
Damn.
But season 3 is. I don't know, man. This is so crazy. I feel like this is one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life, man. It's like, it's just so well, like, like put together, executed in as far as like them trying to like prove a point or like you know what I mean. I'll say this: the season opener, this easily could have been its own film, easily. It's supposed to be set in like 50 years from current time, and
50 years.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's from current time. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's so crazy because it's like, it's about like a kind of like a lost kid, that kind of dealt with some traumas. Yeah, because like the main characters are not really in this one, but you kind of see how it falls together. But it's
Okay.
it's oh my god, it's crazy.
It seems like a show that's just going to keep getting better every season too.
I swear, in like just the way that they explore like different genres into this show is like it's so unique.
What was it? Was it season 2 where there was, I think it was Donald Glover's character who wanted some shirt, and then he got like a fake shirt or something? Do you remember
Oh,
that?
that was the flashback to when they were kids.
Because yeah.
Oh my
most
god,
of
I
it was when
love
they were
that
kids.
episode.
That was a great episode.
And that was actually kind of like it touched up on like suicide and shit. It's because I believe that like one of the kids actually oh shit, Josh hasn't seen it. Fuck. But yeah, I mean they kind of they very much so touch up on like real life. It's like I was saying, this is a comedy, like drama, like exaggerated version of real life, pretty much. Because it's very realistic, but it's like it's really funny.
Man, I'm remembering so much about it now. Like, is Lottie her name?
Who's that?
What's his girl's name?
Oh, Van.
Van.
Yeah.
Oh, where I got Lottie from? But, where they go to like her cultural like festival or something, and then there's that parade going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm about to binge that show tonight.
Oh man, it's but yeah, I mean, season opener was definitely it's kind of like a lesson that like especially like as a black kid like growing up, like it's like something that we were always told as children, and then like if you keep acting like that, this is what can happen. And it was like they very much so explored on that. Bless you. Yeah, they very much so explored on that whole idea. But the way it was done was like a horror.
Wow.
It's so crazy. It's so interesting. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, Donald Glover is just different.
He is. He
You
really
know?
is.
And then so it opened up with two episodes. I watched episode 1 last night, and then I got to 2 earlier today. And 2 is it goes back with the main characters, and it kind of it's an episode that really touches up on blackface.
Oh, interesting.
It's like the way it's done. It's kind of like metaphorically speaking, like basically of like I would say like cultural awkwardness.
Okay.
And
Like appropriation,
I would say I think it's really what they're really trying to tell is that like it's people that because they're not in the same, they're not even in America.
oh right,
on
'cause
this
they're
one.
getting on a plane. Yeah.
Yeah, so because he like him, Donald Glover's character, him and Paperboy, they're on their way to go perform or whatever at a venue, and it's just this whole like ridiculous thing about blackface. And the thing is, I think what they were trying to say is like these people are not even necessarily purposely trying to offend anybody, but they don't know the culture, and it's just so like socially and culturally awkward that it's like No, it doesn't work like that. But it's a very interesting. But yeah, I mean, like, man, the way Atlanta is done is like it's. I swear they have the best opening scenes that I've seen in TV.
I love the way that they show the title card too, where it's like hidden and
always,
always,
so always, yo. But yeah, man, like you said, I think it's getting better and better each season.
Yeah, and all three of them are blowing up. Like, just they've been in a ton of movies lately. Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially what's his name? The guy Al who plays
Paperboy.
Paperboy, yeah.
Yeah, he was in Eternals.
He was in Eternals.
He's in Godzilla.
And he was in another movie as well recently.
He's been in a lot.
Was he in Joker? No. I feel like he was in a movie similar to that.
He voiced Miles's dad in Spider-Verse. That's probably not what you're thinking of, but that's one of the things.
Yeah.
Brian Tyree Henry.
He was in.
If Beale Street Could Talk, Widows, Hotel Artemis.
Yeah, he was in. He's been in a good amount of movies.
He wasn't Joker.
Okay, yeah.
He was the clerk.
Yeah, he was the clerk. Yeah, I remember.
Carl.
Yeah, and of course, Lakeith Stanfield is always, of course, out there.
Knives Out.
But yeah, I mean, Atlanta just continues to be great. It's can't say it enough.
Have you seen Sorry to Bother You yet?
I have.
What'd you think?
Dude, it's the way. It's definitely a message behind everything.
Absolutely.
And the whole, have you seen it, Josh?
Yeah.
All right, spoilers, people. Yeah, I know this is a 2018 movie, so yeah, I mean, like the whole thing about like he backed himself into a point where it was like no return, basically, and like the whole message of like the horse is like you just became a workhorse. Like you're basically become a slave to your work. And like, is it worth sacrificing all the relationships and everything and happiness around you? It's kind of like you kind of forget where you came from. And that's what I perceived from the movie.
Yeah.
So I honestly, like, it's like me, like I love, like I want to do shit like that. So yeah, that's my type of shit.
It was so clearly his vision, like exactly what Boots Riley wanted to make. And I didn't realize I've had one of the songs from the movie in my library for a while. It's called like what the motherfucking girl want to do is the song. And I knew Boots Riley was a musician, but I didn't know it was his band. It's like the Coop or something. But yeah. One of the guys I used to work with in Boulder, Jacob Rashbaum, shout out. His favorite line that he would say a lot from that movie was when Armie Hammer says, which it's very different knowing Armie Hammer now. Yes. When he tells him you're gonna do this for two reasons. Yeah. You're gonna make $1 million and you're gonna have a giant horse cock.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. And it's just like, oh, great. Like, that sounds awesome. It's like, I mean, is it always worth it, though? Because I actually think I wrote on Letterboxd, like, is, like, the certain levels of success and money that, everything that comes along with it, is it worth it? But, yeah, that's the thing about that movie. I loved it. But,
I need to rewatch that.
Yeah, no, it's a great movie. Anybody go check that out. But yeah, I mean, go watch Atlanta. I mean, it's great. If I had to give something an A+, Atlanta's up there. Damn. Because like you said, it gets better and better each season. I mean, there's only been 2 episodes so far, and like, damn, they knocked it out the park.
How has Bel Air been?
I haven't seen this last episode that they shown. I'm pretty sure they're getting close to the finale, but and then I know they already greenlit for season 2. But so far it's cool. They definitely touch up on a lot of things that the original sitcom didn't really express on so much. I think also because it's obviously it was a limited, time, 20-minute episode show compared to 45-minute or to an hour. I think it's actually an hour.
Oh damn.
45 minutes to an hour because it's exclusively on Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, so far I like it. I'm sticking with it being a C. But yeah, I like it though.
Okay.
Yeah, they definitely have some good points, I think, with that. But yeah, I got to see the last episode.
They're about to come out with season 3 of. Did you ever watch Barry?
Oh no.
Barry was really good. It's Bill Hader and a guy, Alec Berg, who was a writer on. He's been a writer on a lot.
Okay.
Like Silicon Valley. He wrote fucking Cat in the Hat, the Mike
Nice.
Myers movie.
Wow.
But he's like he's a soldier who becomes an assassin, but then he wants to stop being an assassin. So he tries to become an actor in LA.
Barry. Let me put that
It's
on my
really
watch
good.
list.
Yeah.
Because
It's
I
amazing.
have heard of this show. Shout out to Barry.
Shout out Barry.
Have y'all checked on him yet? No.
Barry? No, I know he's busy.
Getting robbed by gas stations, apparently, by the number 2. Oh, wow. This has a 99 on Rotten Tomatoes. Wow.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Yeah, I need to watch this. Okay, cool. Yeah, Bill Hader. Oh. Can't go wrong with him.
Yeah, he's a really good writer too. I
Yeah.
think he co-created it.
Did he write on The Office?
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know for sure. I don't think
Huh.
I've seen his name on the credits, but
Okay.
that seems like he would be really
Yeah.
tight with that crowd. I know he wrote for South Park a good bit.
Did he? Okay. Yeah, definitely. Wow. I can't believe I haven't seen this yet. Did you get a chance to check out Euphoria?
Not yet.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, definitely watch
I need
that.
to.
I was gonna say, since we were talking about Atlanta, how do you feel about FX? Because for me, FX is very, very high up there as far as
Yeah.
like TV.
Because they have some other shows. I want to pull up.
Oh yeah,
Some of their other
Dave
heavy
is
hitters.
also on that part of FX.
Fargo, Justified,
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy, What We Do in the Shadows, You're the Worst.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah. No, they got a lot.
The
They got a lot.
Americans. No, yeah, I love Wilfred. I like
Yep.
Wilfred a
Wilfred.
lot.
Yep.
It's Always Sunny, Archer, Louis, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
American Horror Story. I didn't know that was up.
Yeah. American Horror Story. I used to love American Horror Story. I don't know. I got to the season with Cuba Gooding Jr.
Mm.
and it got kind of boring. I think it was season 6, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, I like FX. They almost feel like like an A24 of the TV world, where they're
Yes.
just doing their own thing.
Yeah, they do. That's funny. Yeah, they do feel like that. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of original.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know they grab inspiration from Why the Last Man was from a comic book. Mr. In Between is something I still need to catch up on.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah. What's the actor's name? Mr. Jose knows all about it.
Mr. In Between.
With Scott Ryan.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen him in TV or like certain movies and shit. Yeah, Mr. In Between is actually pretty good. I saw like one episode of it. And Dope Sick. Wait, I think Dope Sick is actually a Hulu original.
I think it is.
Yeah. I think it is. Let me see. I think Dope Sick also might be FX, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's straight. I think it's a straight Hulu original.
Another one that I'm pretty sure was FX Devs. Did you ever hear that?
Devs. No.
It was Alex Garland, who's the guy who did Ex Machina and Annihilation. And it started out really, really strong. I didn't really love where it wound up, but the whole show was really well acted, really gorgeous, great music or great score.
Okay. Yeah.
It was did you watch Maniac, the Netflix show?
No.
Okay, also a great one, but it had
Wow.
one of the same actors from that as the main character. And
Okay.
she killed it. But
Wow. I
it
got
was
some
really
stuff I need to
interesting.
watch. Wow.
It was all about like you know how they're doing like predictive algorithms now that can like track weather and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit. Nick Offerman is in it,
Mhm.
and he is this like genius kind of Google tech type reclusive guy,
Let me see.
and he
Nick
creates a predictive algorithm that can like predict what you're gonna do, so they can like map things into the future and into the past.
Let me see. Nick Offerman.
He's
Oh, Ron Swanson.
yeah, you've seen him, you'll love him.
Oh man.
Everybody's dad.
Yeah. I mean, you know what's funny? Speaking of Parks and Recs, have you like ever like kind of like read into the theory that Ron Swanson is what's her name's dad, April's dad,
Really?
biologically?
No, I've never heard that.
I know I know that it's maybe it's me kind of overthinking, but there's a one episode where they kind of hinted at it, and they never touched on it again. Where he like they were having like this conversation, and then like I remember specifically, he said something like oh good girl to her or something like that, like something like a dad would say to a daughter. But yeah.
I thought you were gonna say was Leslie's dad.
No, not Leslie. No, it's April, Aubrey Plaza's character.
Interesting.
But yeah, yeah, I kind of came up with this whole thing that's like, I wonder if like that's, you know, if that's an actual thing, if they just kind of purposely Easter egg that.
I could see it because I know that the guy who did Parks and Rec, or at least one of the guys, Mike Schur, who did The Good Place. I know he likes Easter eggs because Nick Offerman is in The Good Place as like pretty much the same character, and I think it's supposed to be Swanson because I think there's also a safe in the show, and it says like Swanson and Son safes. So it's definitely the same character.
Awesome, nice, yeah.
That show was, I didn't really like Good Place at first, but it kept getting better.
What's on there? Or
it's Kristen Bell, and it's like
no, I'm sorry, I meant to say where can I find it?
Oh, it's on Netflix. It's like an NBC show. Oh,
Damn.
so it'd be on Peacock too, probably.
Oh, okay, cool.
But just the way they talk about like death and like getting over death is really fascinating.
Man, you know what? I'm not gonna. Ooh, it's free on Apple TV.
There you go.
Yeah.
I need to get Apple TV to watch Coda.
Yes, I still need to watch that.
I've heard really good things.
Yeah, I need to watch that. Yeah, I know that was rated pretty high, but I need to check. I've been meaning to watch that for a cool minute now. I don't know.
That and Belfast are the last two that I need to see.
Yes, I need to watch that as well. Belfast, yup, that's up there. Cool. Okay, let me screenshot this.
But yeah, going back to Dev, speaking of Alex Garland, did you see the trailer for that new movie, Nin?
Yes, that's the A24 movie, right? Yes, yeah.
It's creepy as hell.
Oh my god, yeah.
And all the men are played by, I think, that one guy. And it's the same guy from Black Mirror, the episode where he fucks that pig.
That's the first episode, right?
The first episode, yeah, it's that guy.
Yeah, wow.
The titular men. But I'm psyched for that because I
I
love Jesse Buckley.
Yeah.
And I love Alex Garland.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch that. Wow, speaking of A24. Definitely have to speak upon X.
Oh yeah, what'd you think? How was Kid Cudi?
Wow. Okay, so I talked about this with Richard and Jose yesterday. Yeah. It was good, I would say, for the most part. But I don't know if they make it comedy on purpose, but it's a horror slasher movie. And like there's some parts where it's like pretty funny. I know of course they have jokes in it.
Yeah.
Like they're purposely in there, but it gets kind of towards the end of the movie where it gets a little wonky. Like it's like, is this like purposely made to be funny, or they just like were like trying to be very creative and just like different. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's oh man, I wish I could tell you guys, but you guys got to see this movie.
Was Kid Cudi good though?
He was cool. He's actually not a bad actor.
Okay.
He's not bad, yeah.
Because I've only seen him in Need for Speed, and
I didn't even know he
I
was
feel
in
like
that movie.
that wasn't the best. The movie didn't
what's his
utilize
name?
him very well. Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see X. I've never seen. It's Ty West. Is that the director?
I have to go. Actually,
I've never seen a movie of his, but
let me see.
I heard that X was like a parody of horror movies.
Okay,
Was
well,
it a
if that's what the movie actually was, then they got their point. Then,
Okay.
but I enjoyed it. It was entertaining.
X.
Yeah.
X,
Let me
X.
see the director's name.
Yeah, Ty West. He
Oh,
wrote it
okay,
too.
cool. Yeah. But yeah, if that was their whole point was to shoot a parody, then I feel like they definitely got that down.
Oh, he did the VHS.
I'll say one thing is like and we're talking about the whole meta situation and talking about like how this was executed compared to Scream. This blew Scream out the water. Like Scream. I mean, Scream is already, in my personal opinion, was not a good movie.
Yeah.
But like, if we're comparing slasher horror films that are kind of like touching on like this whole meta thing, then X killed that shit.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I haven't seen a good slasher in a while.
there's not very many slasher films that I really liked. Period. I mean, of course, there's the classics.
Halloween.
But I mean, going back, looking at those movies, it's like, these didn't age too well.
Horror and comedy are hard to age very well.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street, though,
Yeah.
that shit holds up. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. Because I feel like what really works well about that is that he's goofy. Freddy Krueger is goofy.
Right.
And he's also trying to, like, fucking murder them. So, like, you both will always work. Because even if it's goofy by today's standards, it was still trying to be goofy in the 80s.
Yeah, I was always a Child's Play fan.
I still need
The
to see
original
that.
Child's Play.
I've never seen Child's Play.
Oh, no, I was always a fan of the original Child's Play. Child's Play 1 and 2, 3 was kind of trash. And then once they start doing the Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky, it got really bad. And then I'll say they kind of like revitalized that series once they got to the Curse of Chucky. It kind of went back to its roots. But did you know they actually did a Chucky TV series?
No.
Yeah, they did.
I know they rebooted it like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, no, they did. No, it's actually not reboot. It's you're talking about
When Mark Hamill voiced Chucky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, they're never going back to that. I think they actually had a good idea.
It was like Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah, I think they had a good idea because it's not a human anymore. It's not a person's soul in the doll's body. It's like it's basically, I think they're trying to just be a modern day version of that character by doing the whole technology is taking over and blah blah blah. And it's because it's an AI pretty much. It was kind of cool because like he's able to control other like electronic devices, the Chucky series, it's continuing from that whole Child's Play series. But yeah, I mean, I actually enjoyed it for the most part. Of course, there was a lot of cheesy moments, and I feel like they tried to they tried to like let's see, do a little fan service. Not fan service. What's the word? Pander. They tried to pander to certain
Not
audiences.
fan service, worse.
Well, yeah, they tried to pander to audiences and things like that. But yeah, I mean, I'll say check it out. It's on Sci-Fi, and there's another one. But yeah, I know it's on Sci-Fi though.
What did you think? Because I didn't see this one, but what did you think of the Halloween reboot? I've only seen the original.
I haven't seen the reboot.
Okay,
actually.
yeah. I heard good things about it, but I also heard good things about the Scream reboot, so I don't know what to believe.
I did watch a clip on YouTube of the new Halloween movie, and like it was like this part where like Michael Myers is like in the middle of the street, and like a bunch of people like in that area that live in that area like just pull up on him and beat the fuck out of him.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, why? Like, that's so stupid. Like, in reality, it's funny because, like, that's probably what should happen. Because it's like, you gotta think about, like, this is fucking big serial killer dude walking around just killing everybody. Like, walking slow as hell. Like, why is he able to get away with this? Like, why don't we just gang up on him and beat the fuck out of him? Like, in reality, so it's like,
that's really funny.
It might not be that bad of an idea. Now I think about it. But like, when it comes to like, for cinematic purposes, like that's kind of dumb. But yeah,
that sounds like a scary movie scene where it's like The Ring or something. A little girl's coming after you, and you just start beating the shit out of her.
Yeah, honestly, man, if you do plan on going to go watch X on a day that I'm off, I'm definitely down to go watch it with you. Cause yeah, I mean, I definitely want to see. Like kind of go back and like, I don't know if I feel like I missed some stuff or whatever, but I mean the whole purpose of the movie is that they rented out a space to film a porno basically.
Oh really? I didn't even know it was a premise.
Yeah, okay. That was but I mean, and with that happening, things turned left. So that's kind of like. The summary of the movie. Chaos
ensues. Yeah. Well, what you were saying about like feeling like you missed something, I watched, I was telling you before the podcast, The Worst Person in the World last night. And while I was watching it, I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. I like a lot of what it's doing, but I don't know if I put it as number one on my best picture list. But right when it ended, I was like, I need to see that again. I feel like I didn't, now that, it felt the same way with the Batman, where I was like, now that I know where the movie winds up going, I feel like I'll appreciate it more because I'm not trying to predict where it's going. I can just enjoy it.
So it's kind of like a Green Knight type of thing, where it's like you might think you know, but then once you get to the end, it's like, oh, okay, that like threw me off. Like, yeah, it makes more sense now.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else did I have down?
If that's a spider, it's just not moving.
I don't think it's a spider. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us is the thing on the roof. I don't know what.
Very possibly a spider.
Yeah, it's gonna get its own close up.
Write in, tweet us what you think. Hashtag. Spider, not a spider.
Is it a spider, or is it just a random black thing?
At first glance, it does look like a spider.
Oh, it's a spider. It's definitely a spider. Hey, so just joining in, Spider-Man, or Spider-Woman, or Spider-They,
or just Spider,
or yeah, just Spider, Spider-They. It could be whatever.
I know he's chilling. He has not moved. Or she.
Actually, looking forward to Jose hopefully coming in before we wrap up because I had a wrestling. That's so funny. Yeah, but I had a wrestling conversation for him. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else that's kind of a little bit slower week other than Atlanta.
Yeah, not too much.
Atlanta
gas prices still annoying.
What was it?
Gas prices still annoying.
It's only getting worse. Dude, man, like $35 will only fill up like half your tank.
That's ridiculous.
That's insane.
$7.50 is currently the highest I've seen in person.
What?
$7.50.
Okay, so like I said before, is $5 like in the 5-something range? Like, is that the new norm?
I mean, Well, because I feel like there's out here prices and then
Mhm.
there's normal prices. Because I'll see people saying like in the news,
Yeah.
it's crazy. 430 is the national average right now. I'm
Mhm.
like, I would kill for 430.
Jeez.
But I don't know. I feel like maybe there's so many taxes on California gas
Yeah.
that 5 must be the norm here. Because I
Yeah.
haven't seen it dip below 5 in a while.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like especially in Los Angeles, I mean, where I live in the IE, it's finally kind of going up to above $6 now.
Man.
Like 588, 590 something is like the lowest you might find it now. But definitely, like I mean, passing by like Shells and Chevrons, you're starting to see them in the 605 cheapest. But it's like, dude.
Yeah, around me, it's I think hovering around like 650, 680 or so. What is it around here, Josh?
I think around $6. It kind of depends on where you go, but it's like some places are kind of 580, some are like 620.
Right.
Yeah, I think I saw a couple sevens.
No bueno.
I did hear, and obviously like don't put your hopes in it because it's government, but I think I can't remember if it's state or the city of Los Angeles considering doing a gas like stimulus payment to residents.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
With those cards?
Yeah, like $400
Wow.
a month or something like that to help people pay for
400?
gas. Yeah, something like that.
Then what the fuck is the point of raising the gas prices? If you're just gonna give us money for gas.
That's set by like the the gas companies, and it's like determined by all the like international trade garbage.
Jesus, man, that's
But-
crazy.
Yeah, no, it's nuts.
Yeah, I just heard about that card today. I hope that winds up working out.
They're doing way too much.
Damn.
It's depressing, man. Damn, it's like we're kind of just getting out of the whole COVID pandemic phase where we're kind of like you're starting to see a little bit of sense of normalcy coming back, but like even though we're still kind of like used to that lifestyle a little bit, but it's like okay, it's a lot better than what it was, and then boom, gas up that ass. It's ridiculous. Why?
And, dude, Ukraine is still hanging in there. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
Prayers to Ukraine.
Fucking resilient. You saw they put the TV show that the president started out on Netflix?
No.
Yeah, so I don't know if you heard this, but he started out. No, not Putin, the Ukrainian president.
Oh, Ukrainian.
I don't know if Netflix should be bragging about a Putin TV show.
Oh, okay.
But no, the Ukrainian president, he started out on a TV show where he played like a teacher who became the president. And then when he ran for president, he used that kind of like as his platform.
Wow.
And he was one of the first candidates in Ukraine to like, do viral videos, and his campaigns were selfies, like videos and shit like that. And so that was kind of like the running joke for a while. He started out as a comedian, but yeah, they put that TV show on Netflix.
Wow. What's it called?
State of the Nation or something. Let me see.
State of the Nation?
Let me double check.
You remember that video game State of Emergency?
State of Decay?
Nah, not State of Decay. That's a zombie one. There's one called State of Emergency where it was basically like, I don't know if you remember the riot mode code on GTA. Basically, that was the entire game. And I believe it was a Rockstar game that made it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Servant of the People.
Oh, okay, wow. Cool. Yeah, I'll have to see that. Also, speaking about like COVID and everything. I know like we're not really like big on sports like that, but I'm sure you know who Kyrie Irving is, right? The basketball player. So I guess New York is pulling back on like the whole vaccine. The whole vaccine mandate. It's funny because like I was trying to figure out, if it's the reason or if it's just like it's getting better now. But I see that he's been playing like out of this world type shit, like scoring like 50 points a game type shit.
Damn.
So I think, because I don't know if you know the whole story with him, is that I guess the state of New York wouldn't allow him to play in New York because he plays in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
So I guess since he's been playing like so like outrageously good, that I feel like New York is kind of like, all right, well, yeah,
Fuck.
he kind of good. Like, yeah, we kind of need that. So this dude's putting on a show.
Damn.
So
no, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
now they're kind of falling back off of it. So yeah,
Okay.
because he was one of the people that's like, I'm not anti-vax, but I'm like, I'm not getting that shit. You know? So, like, I guess the league was only allowing him to play games away from home.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I mean, now they're like, all right, you can come play. It's just like funny how that worked out. Like, nah, bro, you good.
If you're good, that's
Yeah, yeah, I mean,
I saw Kevin Garnett the other day.
and like out here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, where was he?
I'll tell you after the pod.
Ah,
It's nothing crazy.
I was gonna say, is it like a what you call it? Fucking what's that A24 movie? With
what is that? A20 Lamb.
Lamb.
It's always gonna be lamb for me.
That's funny because me and Josh had a very good conversation about lambs earlier.
Lamb's the animal.
Bro, like who would have known that like that type of species would be like a topic?
At all.
Because I was thinking like we saw a commercial with a llama in it, and I just thought to myself, I'm like, dude, why? Like, what the fuck is a llama? Like, what family tree is a llama a part of?
And we learned that they are basically a type of camel.
Really?
Yeah, so like camels, llamas, alpacas, and a couple other species are part of it's called like camelid or something like that. It's
Yeah.
like the family.
Yeah.
And
So
then and then bovids, which is like sheep,
Okay.
goats, cows, are all part of this other kingdom called can't remember what it's called, but it's basically like hoofed animals, and then it like wraps in things like giraffes and like
Yeah.
I was gonna ask about horses. They're not related to horses at all.
no, because horses have the like unbroken hoof, where these are all animals with like cleft hoofs.
Oh,
These are,
the moose
if I'm,
jungle.
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, these are all the animals that aren't kosher.
Okay.
Got
Which
it.
is how they're, more or less how they're defined.
Cool.
Huh. Llamas. I just think of them all as like big or small dogs.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, since we were talking about like basketball players, so Nike announced that they're going to continue their partnership with the Bryant family, and Vanessa Bryant, Kobe's wife, kind of like made an announcement saying that yeah we're donating the money from Nike or whatever to the Mamba and Mambacita. What is it called? It's going warm. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, okay. So the 100% of the net proceeds yearly for Gianna's shoes to our Mamba and Mambacita's Sports Foundation. So yeah, that's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, that's cool that they're doing that. So it's you know they actually reached out to the wife, you know, instead of just like yo we're still gonna make Kobe's, fuck it, you know. So yeah, that's cool that they did that.
That's sick.
Yeah. Let me see. There was something else that I had that I wanted to speak upon. That's yeah, I think that was actually it, man.
What was the thing that you were thinking about when you were talking about Batman?
Yes. Okay, so Batman. Woo, this is becoming a Batman podcast.
Every week.
Everything on Batman.
Everything on Bat.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we were talking about that Batman universe, how it's its own thing, whatever, and how they're doing the Penguin show. That's basically what I was gonna say. Like how you mentioned that they might go with the whole Hannibal Lecter route.
Mm.
And obviously with this whole deleted scene that was shown, it kind of, I don't know, I can't remember exactly the dialogue behind it, but it kind of seemed like they were going that route a little bit. And I was just thinking, like, man, like, this would have been, I feel like this scene would have been, like, so good. I would have rather have taken that scene over the last scene where it was kind of like, oh, yeah, it's, him, Joker, in the shadows or whatever at Arkham. But yeah, I feel like Joker's gonna play a centric role in the Penguin series. That's just my kind of like.
Honestly, him playing a big role in the series would feel better than him playing a big role in the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because he could help maybe Penguin out or like fuck him over at one point. He could be his kind of like into the crime world. Because I also wonder I actually haven't seen the full clip, but I wonder at what stage Joker is at. I wonder if because like Heath Ledger's Joker, he was established in his own weird way. Like he clearly already had connections and shit.
Right.
But it'd be cool to see a Joker just starting out and like his not origin, but like his year one. That would be cool.
Yeah. I mean, because obviously we've had so much of Joker. We don't really need all that anymore.
Did you see that we've had more Jokers this century than Batman?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What?
More Jokers.
Damn. Really? Because I'm thinking like, wait, hold on. There's been the Dark Knight trilogy.
There's been Christian Bale, Rob Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
And then there's been Barry whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah, the current Joker.
Joaquin, Gotham guy, Heath Ledger. So there's at least one more.
Wow.
So Gotham is what really goes
wow.
off. And Joker, I guess.
Yeah.
Although no, we had
Jared Leto. That's so funny. Damn. Yeah, you're right. Wow.
We love a Joker.
Jeez. Oh my God. Wow. That's
always
so
the Joker,
crazy.
never the Batman.
Yes, man. It's just the Joker thing has like been so. It's been done so much that it's like, yeah, we gotta have the Joker in a Batman, universe, So I think if they implement him in this Penguin series, that'll be pretty cool.
Dude, you know what I want to see? I know we were talking about the Condiment Man, but another kind of bit villain I want to see is, I was watching the animated series, and have you seen the Clock guy? The Clock Man? I don't know what his name is, but he's like obsessed with keeping his schedule. And I forget what it is.
Sounds like OCD.
It really. So he's like, he has to be on time. Like every single place he goes in a day, he has to be there at the right time every day. He's like the bunny from Alice in Wonderland. And one day, I think it is Batman, or it's like his boss or something, throws him off his schedule. And so he turns into a clock-based villain who wears like little clocks for eyeglasses, and his like umbrella, he points like hands on a clock. All of his like contraptions are all clock-based. I want to see that guy done really seriously, live action. Opposite Robert Pattinson.
As funny as that is, it probably can be done. I mean,
they'd find a way.
A dude that just wants to stay on schedule.
If they can go from Jim Carrey to Paul Dano, they can do a Clockman.
I really want to see them reboot the plot from the 66 Batman movie with like.
What is that?
Basically, their scheme was to kidnap and hold for ransom the UN by dehydrating them into a fine powder.
Oh, the year 66.
They just kept them all in like these little tubes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was such a good movie.
So dehydrating them?
Yeah, it just turns them into a little pile of dust. That like, because like the whole thing is it's a supervillain team up. It's like Catwoman, Joker, Riddler, Penguin. I think it was just those five.
I think so.
But anyway, so like they're all working together to pull off this giant scheme to make millions of dollars, and yeah, at one point Catwoman gets to like sweep each one into into the tube, and then
do that thing.
maybe
Especially the way that
Batman ended.
yeah, and
Wow.
spoilers, the moral of the story that comes out of that Batman movie is when Batman and Robin are fixing things because the powder got all like mixed together by somebody sneezing, of course. Everybody comes out okay, like their bodies are all the UN reps are fine, but they're all speaking the wrong language. And it's a big metaphor about multiculturalism or some shit.
That's funny.
That was the movie that had I don't know if you ever seen the shark repellent.
Yes,
That's that
I
movie.
love that part. Yes, I that part never gets old. I actually watched that movie last year.
So good.
The fucking shark bites him on the leg.
Oh yeah, I should have some of those right here.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the copter.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
For a second.
You see, we are looking at the copter from this is the shark repellent scene, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's so funny, man. I love that scene.
It's so good.
Shark repellent. Bro.
Bat shark repellent.
Yeah, like who even thinks about shark repellent? Like actually, like imagine if they really made that.
I know that like it would be hard to do the serious and the goofy at the same time, but I hope we get back to that goofy Batman at one point because there's another
Like
part.
very campy.
Yeah, there's another part in the animated series where fucking Two-Face, his way of trying to like kill Batman is he ties him to a giant quarter and then he puts it on like a seesaw thing and he's like, I'm gonna flip you up and if you're unlucky you're gonna land face down and die. But if you're lucky you're gonna land face up and be fine.
But I feel like
that's
that
amazing.
I feel like that was the '90s movies too, like Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. I feel like that's like the direction that they were going with those movies. Was they're trying to be very kind of campy and animated.
And that's right when people wanted gritty seriousness.
But I mean, it's so you want like a break from the gritty seriousness?
I'm
You
down.
want to have fun, basically.
I'm down for there to be both. I'm down for there's room for Joker, Dark Knight, and Rob Pattinson, but there's also room for Adam West.
Man, R.I.P. Adam West.
But I wonder if we have any like actors like that right now, because Adam West was such a specific actor. I don't know if I can't really think of many actors who could pull that off.
What's the original Spider-Man's name? Was it Chris Hammond or something?
I don't know.
The OG, the first dude. Like they always say it's Tobey Maguire, but it's like it's the old guy now.
No, I don't know.
Let me look his name up.
I've
Let
seen
me
some clips from that.
make sure I got this right.
I think it's a Japanese Spider-Man show. That show looks bonkers.
Oh my! Doesn't he have like a Meg?
Yeah.
I have it on DVD and it's one of my prized possessions. It's so much fun. Yeah, it's a show. Okay. Yeah, it's really good.
Let me see. Nicholas Hammond. I'm sorry. Yeah. So he played Spider-Man, and was this the 70s or something? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he played Spider-Man in the 70s, a live action series, and I think they made a movie. I think you can actually find a movie on YouTube.
Damn.
But I remember when No Way Home was being promoted, he was disappointed that they didn't ask him to be in a movie.
Oh.
I was like, yo, that would have actually been very funny because like if anybody has seen the '90s animated Spider-Man series, there is a part where Peter Parker becomes old.
And it's him?
Yeah, or I think he's in. Is he? He might be in a different dimension. I don't know, but yeah, it's. Yeah, no, I don't think he does the voice, but yeah, it's. Peter Parker became old and he can't do the same shit that he did. Like he doesn't move the same. But yeah, that would have been kind of cool if they would have asked them to be in there. Like, if they really, really wanted to explore that whole
That
multiverse
would've
thing.
been, or like John Mulaney's
Mhm.
Spider Pig. That would have been funny.
Mm-hmm.
I've been liking all the memes where it's, I forgot his name. What's his friend's name? Sam? Steve?
You're talking about
Neil.
yeah,
Ned.
Neil. Ned. There
Ned.
you go. Yeah,
Where he opens it up and then
Mhm.
he's like, "Oh, it's just some guy."
some guy.
They
yeah.
could have done that with the Chris guy. Oh, it's
Or
just some
Nicholas
guy.
Hammond. Yeah.
And then he closes it.
Oh man, dang, I wish they would have done that. Wow.
I definitely would not recognize him. I feel like
Nah.
most people wouldn't.
Well,
That'd be a
if
nice
he would have put
little
on the
deep cut.
OG suit,
Yeah.
then that would have been amazing.
That would have been a nice deep cut too.
Yeah. But speaking of multiverses, we're talking about, what's the movie called again? Everything, Everywhere.
On black. Oh, I thought you meant the show.
No,
Everything, everywhere at once.
at one.
I think.
So, since that's a multiverse movie, are they gonna explore throughout A24 films?
Dude, I didn't even think about that.
You know?
I don't. I feel like not, based on the trailer.
Yeah.
It seems like different versions of her own life, but that
Mhm.
would be nuts. If she
Yeah.
randomly popped into Lamb.
Oh my God! I really hope they do that. That would be cool.
Damn, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I mean,
Because they could do like, just pop into Moonlight.
wow.
Just a really serious movie with Lady Bird.
I hope that she pops into the right part of the movie.
He's getting jacked off.
Yeah. Yeah, that. Yeah, I mean, that actually would be kind of interesting if they did that, you know? Because, I mean, it's like with Spider-Man and, like, of course, you know, Marvel, like, they're exploring multiple universes of characters that are all based in, like, from Marvel.
Right.
Compared to, like, you know, A24 is like they're all of their own separate movies, you know.
Have you heard the Pixar theory that they all take place in the same universe?
No.
It's really fascinating.
Wow.
It starts with what's the first movie in it? The first movie in it is Brave. Did you ever see Brave?
Mm-mm.
There's an old woman in that, and it takes place, I don't know, like 1300s or something.
Mm-hmm.
But there's an old woman in that people say is Boo from Monsters Inc. And that she learned how to do the door technology,
wow.
or like magic, and that she's been going through time trying to find Sully. And so like eventually toys gain sentience from that magic, and that's where we get Toy Story.
Huh.
And then it translates to machines, and then humans leave Earth and machines take over the world. So Cars takes place while the humans are in space during WALL-E. And then eventually the humans come back, but they're wiped out. And then A Bug's Life takes place.
Wow.
And then at some point humans get superpowers from all the magic, and that's where you get Incredibles.
Incredibles, yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's really well thought out.
Damn.
And it's the main thing that connects it all is the company By and Large
Mm.
that is in WALL-E. They're
Wow.
throughout all the other movies. And then the old woman in Brave, she can walk through doors like magic, and she has a sketch of Sully from Monsters Inc.
No
in Brave.
way.
Yeah, it's wild.
Wow, I need to watch that.
A Pixar cinematic universe would be sick.
I want to see. I still haven't seen Monsters University yet, so I need to watch that.
It was alright.
I have not seen Incredibles 2.
That was
I actually
great.
need to go back and rewatch Incredibles, the first one, because, dude, the first time I ever saw that movie, literally, I think it was on bootleg.
Yeah.
When bootlegs were a thing.
Yeah.
So I think it was the last time I seen it, and I need to go back and watch it because I don't really remember a whole lot about it.
Speaking of bootleg, I remember I bought Captain America Winter Soldier from a market in
No way.
Cambodia when I was going to visit my sister. She lived there for a while, and I bought it for maybe like $1. And I got home and I hadn't seen it yet, and I was like, "Oh, this is sick! This
That's
is still in
funny as hell.
theaters." And then put it in the movie theater, and then it was a minute of somebody recording the movie with their footage, and then it was like trying to install a virus on the DVD player, and then it just cut out. So we just threw it away. We hoped we didn't get in trouble.
Oh shit! Imagine if that DVD would have like snuck you into the multiverse in real life. Like it traps you back to like the 14th century or something like that.
And for $1,
Medieval
what a deal.
times. Yeah, for $1. It's funny because like back in like the late 80s and 90s, they would have made movies like that where it was like a VHS tape, like they go into like a different world or something like that. But they actually did a movie like that with Vanessa Hudgens.
Really?
It was a Christmas movie actually. It was like some dude I think from the 14th century actually like travels through time and jumps into the 21st century.
Oh shit.
And like he doesn't know how to live in the 21st century, and he kind of like starts learning how to adapt to it because like nobody believes that he's from a different time. And then like once like she sees him acting or doing certain things, like she's starting to believe it. So yeah, it's a little Christmas movie that I actually watched last year.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean, that was cool.
Yeah, I
was
love
cool.
Vanessa Hudgens. She was really good in Tick
Yeah.
Tick Boom.
Yeah, I forgot she was in that movie. Wow, forgot about that.
She's a pretty small part in it, but
Yeah.
I mean, what she does really well.
Yeah, because she's playing as his love interest, right?
No, it's more.
No, I forgot. My bad. I totally forgot. She's not.
It's like one of the actors in the play he's trying to get started.
Okay.
She's playing the role of his love interest, I think, right?
No, it's
Within the play, she's playing the character based on Andrew
think
Garfield's
so.
character's
Yeah.
girlfriend.
yeah.
The play itself really confused me because it's like
super confusing.
it's like the death of a salesman, but in the future, and they're robots and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It was Tick Tick Boom was an interesting movie. I just not a big fan of musicals.
Yeah, Jose was saying that too.
Yeah, and like when I watched it, I didn't know it was gonna be a musical
Mm.
because I really hadn't done so much research on it. And watching it, I was like, "There's a lot of scenes."
Yeah, it's definitely something you got to be prepared for. Because I really like going to musicals like in
Yeah.
person, like as
Right.
plays and stuff. But
Yeah.
if I'm not ready for it,
Yeah,
like Into the Woods, I went to
Mhm.
go see Into the Woods, and I found out later it's a huge like high school production, and it was like on Broadway and everything.
right.
But just going to see the movie, I didn't know it was a musical. And
Mhm.
man, yeah, when they started singing, I was like, oh, 2 hours, wow.
Right.
But Tick Tick Boom, I knew because my sister had just seen it, and she was a big fan of Rent, which is the play that guy did. So I was ready. But yeah, that's why I like La La Land, because
Mhm.
Damien Chazelle said the reason that he put that highway scene at the very, very beginning, because he
Mhm.
was like, you can walk out in the beginning if you're not down for a musical. Like, I want you to know minute one that
Yeah.
you're in it for a musical.
Yeah. Oh man, it's hard. I mean, as much as I love music and movies, it's like for them to be combined into one thing. It's like it's hard. It's hard to get through like musicals for me. Like that's the thing that about like scenes in old Disney animated movies back in the day. It was like But you know what though? I feel like it was different back then because I feel like those songs that they would sing were so like memorable, and like now I don't feel like it's like that. It's like I saw Encanto, and it was just like, can we just get through these scene parts already? Fuck, man, because I saw that shit in theater.
What about like West Side Story?
I have not seen West Side Story. Are you talking about the original?
Either.
I don't know. I mean, like West Side Story was very like, stage play to me. So
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
I guess I get it. But I haven't seen the new one yet though.
Yeah, because I feel you, because there are musicals that I really like, and then
Yeah.
there are sometimes where, it is a goofiness, and
Mhm.
it's like for me, it's like a false sincerity, where
Right.
like they seem too happy, or they seem
Yeah.
overly, and I know that that's part of it, and like
Mhm.
people who, like friends of mine who are like theater kids and stuff, like
Yeah.
they'll break out into song randomly, so it's much more natural to them, but to me it doesn't seem
That's so funny.
it doesn't seem
That is
natural at
so
all.
funny. Like to like literally sing a whole like thing of a scenario that's going on in your life like that. Like imagine like you go outside and just start singing about things that you're currently dealing with,
Yeah.
and everybody that's around you is going with it. Like,
Dude.
how would that happen?
I mean, that's a movie.
Man, you know what's funny? Because years ago, I used to watch Glee. And,
Oh, really? You
yes.
watch Glee and you don't like musicals?
No, but this is the thing is, I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot of points where even though it's a musical TV series, I was more so interested in just the characters and like the character story lines. So there would be times where I would skip through the songs, even though that's what the show is all about. But the thing about it, Glee was that they would sing
Covers, right?
covers, yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
So it was kind of a little bit more tolerable.
Yeah. Because that's what I was going to say about West Side Story and something like Les Mis, where, especially Les Mis, the first time I saw that, I was like, this is so fucking boring.
Yeah.
But then when I realized, like, they never stop singing, at least in the play. It's only in song, and it just leads from one to the other. But when I really started paying attention to the story of it, I was like, oh, this is just the way that they're choosing to tell the story. And West Side Story, I think, can go back and forth, where you have the regular dialogue, and then they'll also burst into song.
Right.
And so, like, a friend that I saw that with, the transition from dialogue to then singing, it was always funny. He was like, this is fucking dumb. But, yeah, if it's a really good character moment, then that can carry it.
I know Frozen is very, very popular when it comes to their their soundtrack and everything.
Let It Go.
Songs that people sing. Frozen's pretty. That's very popular. You know,
for sure.
I think. Actually, no. Frozen was actually at some point, I think, in the top 5 or top 10, one of the most highest grossing films ever.
Oh, I believe it. That
At
shit
some
was
point
huge.
in history. Yeah.
I remember the year that came out.
Yeah. But yeah, that's huge on, like, you know, as far as, like, I think it's actually the most, that might, one of the songs in there, I think it's the one that everybody knows.
Let It Go, yeah.
Let It Go, yeah. I think that is might be the most listened to or, like, popular songs, like, in Disney movie history or something like that. I could be wrong. I mean,
No, I believe it.
yeah.
I mean, I can't think of many others that, you know, were that, like, on the radio and everything.
I think the only other one that's like on the same level is, I believe, is A Whole New World.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's a big one.
yeah.
I just found out that the broadcast premiere of High School Musical 2 on Disney Channel,
Wow.
which was in a block with the first ever episode of Phineas and Ferb and the Jonas Brothers TV show. No, not Jonas Brothers TV show. The Hannah Montana episode that first featured the Jonas Brothers.
Right.
So it was the start of the Jonas Brothers, the start of Phineas and Ferb, and High School Musical 2. It broke all, like, broadcast records, and it was, like, the most watched telecast in history at the time.
Wow.
Like, damn, High School Musical 2. They fucking did
I have
it.
never seen High School Musical ever in my life.
Any of them?
That's the no.
If you don't like musicals, you could skip it.
I never found interest in wanting to watch High School Musical. I think also because, like, I was already an adult by the time High School Musical came out. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. I mean, to me, like, stuff like that, like Disney Channel shit, was just, yeah, like, too kiddie. I think, you know.
That's why I'm surprised that it broke so many records with, like, I mean, people always talk about, like, the season finale of MASH as being one of the most watched things ever.
Yeah.
And, of course, like, the Super Bowl and shit. But
Yeah.
I would not have expected High School Musical 2 to be the record holder.
That's insane.
Probably not anymore, but, and with streaming, like, that stuff doesn't really, you know, you can't really break those records anymore.
Wow, that's right, MASH. Man. Jeez. That show's so old now. Wow, that's
I've
crazy
never
thinking
seen it.
about it. I used to watch it, not like watch it thoroughly, but like that was another show, kind of like how we talk about X-Files, would just be a show that would just be in the background.
Oh yeah.
It's just like I would never truly pay attention to it when it was on. It would just be on TV as I'm doing something. You know what I mean?
Dude, I just watched because I've been rewatching X-Files, and I just watched the first episode that they brought Vince Gilligan on for, the guy who did Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And man, you could tell how much he got from that show, of just like the cold open. Everything is so well researched. Everything's so realistic.
Still
And
need to
just-
watch it. Where can I find that?
Hulu.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because Hulu's owned by Disney, right?
Yeah.
And that's Fox.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it
And
makes
they
sense.
own like
yeah.
half of Fox. The main character's name, Fox Mulder.
Wow. Okay.
Did it to
yeah.
him.
Wow. Cool ass name.
Fox
Wish I had a
Mulder.
cool ass name.
Dana Scully.
Damn, did I have it? Yeah, the only thing I was gonna mention, because I mean, like I told you guys, Jose, he'll be like, yeah, I'll be there in 15 minutes, and then 15 minutes ends up turning to 15 hours. The only thing I was gonna say is Triple H announced his retirement.
Who?
Triple H, the wrestler.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
have no idea.
yeah, he announced his retirement.
Wait, tell me again. Take two.
John Cena has a sex scene in fucking in what you call it.
Triple H, no.
John Cena fucks Triple H though.
Damn.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I had. Honestly, there wasn't really much going on.
I have one more quick thing,
Yeah.
which I don't know how much you've seen Community, the TV show.
We talked about that earlier.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, we were watching Atlanta and Donald Glover came up.
Okay, yeah, Donald
Yeah.
Glover. But did you see the episode where it's the different timelines? It's like the chaos theory episode.
Huh? Sounds familiar. What season is this?
Is this 3?
Yeah, it's season 3, episode 4, I believe.
Okay. It's like they're moving Annie and Abed into their new... No, it's Abed and Troy's new apartment at the time.
Yeah.
And they roll a dice to see who's going to go get the pizza. And then it's like each number that could be rolled on the dice creates a new timeline. So then there's a timeline where Jeff goes get the pizza. Troy goes to get the pizza.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember this. Yes.
So I didn't realize that the guy who co-wrote No Way Home wrote that episode and wrote a lot of
What?
Community. Yeah, Chris McKenna.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's done a ton of TV, but because whenever I heard his name mentioned, I was like, the Dan Harmon, the creator of Community, his podcast, I was like, I've definitely heard him say Chris McKenna on Community or on the podcast. And yeah, Chris McKenna. Great guy.
Speaking of that, speaking of Community, in Spider-Man, what's the main character's name again? The actor?
Peter Parker. Oh,
No.
Tom Holland?
No. I'm talking about from Community. I forgot the.
Joel McHale?
Joel McHale. Yeah, I totally forgot that he was in the Spider-Man 2.
Oh,
he was the
right.
banker at the bank.
The toaster.
That Dr. Octopus randomly popped up in. Like, how the fuck did nobody know that he was there?
Joel McHale plays such a good douchebag.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know.
But there has been a lot of Community actors in MCU stuff, not only because Chris McKenna, but because of the Russo brothers. They directed a lot of Community.
And Donald Glover was in Homecoming.
Right. I always forget that.
Yeah.
I hope he comes back for that.
Well, I mean, they're trying to cast somebody. Well, people have ideas of casting the Prowler. But it's like, wait, isn't he supposed to be the Prowler?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't know how well he fits that character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be more down for Miles than because after playing Miles Morales and Into the Spider-Verse did it so well. I mean, and it's so recent that I feel like they should do like they did with Tom Holland in Civil War.
Yeah.
Where it's just kind of they skipped that part and it's just okay. We're meeting Miles now. He's already
Into
done.
Spider-Verse is gonna be incredible.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. That was actually number 2 on my list of most anticipated movies.
Such a good movie.
Yeah. What is it called? What's the subtitle again? Because it's a part 1.
Across the Spider-Verse?
Yes. Because it's a part 1 and a part 2 to that, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That clip from the trailer where they're just like jumping through realities and it changes the animation style every time they jump.
2099? Oh. Man. Yeah, that shit looks insane, man. Like, the animation is so dope. But speaking of Marvel, next week is Moon Knight.
Yes,
Looking forward to that. Looking forward to it.
Do you think they're going to do like they did for some of the previous shows where they're going to do the first 3 episodes? I think they did for Hawkeye.
Honestly, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I kind of hope they don't. Because I feel like I want it to like kind of have like to last longer. But we'll see though. I mean, we'll see. I think that they gotta stop doing it. I know people when Netflix would just throw out their shows. Like there's no you'll binge the whole show and there's no anticipation.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the weekly episodes. And plus I feel like for me it's yeah, I like that better, when people are busy,
Yeah.
like it's, yeah.
I feel like it depends on the show too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, some shows you want that hype, like Mandalorian. I want that to be weekly because I want to wait and like get more excited.
Yeah, I want it to
like,
be a conversation.
Yeah, Hawkeye, I was not going to watch Hawkeye, but the fact that all 3 came out at once and we just binged it in that night, I was like, oh, okay, I'm on board for this.
And that was only 6 episodes.
Was it really?
I believe it was 6 episodes.
Damn.
Because it's like, yo, if
they did first 2. So then 4 after that makes sense.
Yeah. Hawkeye. Let me see. Wow, got 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, huh? Yeah, 6 episodes.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, even then, only 6 episodes, like, they didn't have to do 2. Florence Pugh. Dune. Wait, what? She's in Dune?
She's going to be in Dune Part 2.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. That's cool.
And,
Whoa, she's going to look so good in that
who was
movie.
the other one?
Zendaya. Oh,
Timothy Chalamet.
I mean, we're going to get more Zendaya in Part 2, so.
No, it's the dude who, he's playing something else in, like, something currently. I don't know. Not somebody I know. Oh, Elvis. The guy playing Elvis is going to be in Dune.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, how to feel about this Elvis movie. Like, I mean, I guess, how do you feel about biopics? Like,
yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I don't know, because, like, Rocket Man and Bohemian Rhapsody, like, it kind of feels like Uncharted, where, like, I had fun during them, but it feels like
you didn't feel
karaoke. It feels like kind of a sing-along more so than I don't know. And especially with something like Rocket Man, because Freddie Mercury, he's gone. So even though it got Queen's blessing, it still felt like they could do not what they wanted, like they did whatever they wanted, but they had a little bit more liberty there. But Rocket Man really felt like a advertisement for Elton John, and I liked a lot of it. But Taron Egerton, he was great as Elton John.
How much was Elton John actually involved in the movie?
I don't know. I know that he wrote a book at the same time, and so a cynical part of me was like, oh, he's just trying to boost sales for his book or something like that. Or he wrote the book to get more money. But I mean, it's Elton John. Like, I'm sure he, I'm sure he approached it well. But biopics, I don't know. I feel like they pull the bullet points of a Wikipedia page and just give you that.
That's
and,
especially they with the hip hop ones. Oh my god, Notorious, greatest movie ever. But the only one that I always hear is like a very, very good one is Ray. I've not seen that yet.
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, that's the one I always hear is like very, very good. I mean, you got whatchamacallit, Jamie Foxx, and you know Jamie Foxx is a great actor. So,
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, like wait, what?
Oh, King Richard. King Richard was a biopic. I like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I that's damn. I still need to watch that.
King Richard was good.
Yeah.
Being the Ricardos, I liked that.
Wasn't a fan of All Eyes on Me.
I didn't see that.
Wasn't a fan of Notorious.
Wolf of Wall Street, technically a biopic.
What you call it? What's the NWA? Straight Outta Compton. I liked Straight Outta Compton when it came out, and then I didn't like it as much. Like
Really?
after, well, it's like I started thinking about it. I was like, yeah, there's a lot of cheesiness to it. You know, it's like
I've only seen it once, but I remember really, really liking it.
I liked it when it came out in theater. I went to go watch it in theater, and I liked it. But then I don't know, it's just certain things. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird. But yeah, I mean,
I remember that. I don't know if it's the exact opening scene,
yeah,
but just that shot where it's the neighborhood and then the truck coming in to like break down the door, and then it just turns onto the street, goes into the lawn, like just continuously does not stop, breaks through the fucking door, and then they raid it.
Oh yeah,
That was intense.
yeah. But yeah, I know they got a lot of stuff down that was correct. I think it's mainly because the NWO was heavily involved. It was, mainly Dr. Dre and Ice Cube. But I mean, with this whole like Dr. Dre being such a superhero in that movie, it's like, nah, y'all must didn't know Dre. Or I mean, well, obviously Dre was a part of it, but like, it's just like, they didn't, you know, nah. Like you can't sweep certain dirt under the rug like that, you know. But I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it when it came out. But, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like with biopics too, a lot of the storylines just come back to, you know, small town kid wants to make it big. They have what it takes. They become famous. They get hooked on drugs. They bounce back, and then they do a reunion show. It feels like it follows that every time. And one thing I liked about Wolf of Wall Street is it gives you that formula really early on, but he just keeps not learning from his mistakes.
Right.
So then he just keeps doing it and just not learning, and that's really interesting to watch. But
I thought the Temptations one was pretty decent.
what was that?
I can't remember what it was called. It can't be called Temptations, but that one was solid from what I remember. Let me see. Temptations. No, not Tyler Perry. Stupid. The
Tyler
fuck?
Perry's The Temptations.
Stupid. Oh, The Five Heartbreaks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see. Is that recent?
Ooh, it's got a 39 on Rotten Tomatoes. Whatever. Fuck y'all.
Solid. Reviews don't mean shit.
Yeah, no, I remember it. I kind of thought that was alright though. But,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, is there another one? Wow. Huh. Yeah, there's not too many biopics that I really like. It's just, I don't know, I mean.
Yeah, it's hard to get right. Ford versus Ferrari. I thought that was so boring.
You know, another thing is, like, I think a lot of biopic picks should have been, they should have been series. Like, kind of like how they're doing with the Wu-Tang biopic series FX, right? No? Is that Hulu original?
I don't know.
Can't remember. But it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
I think it actually is a Hulu original.
Yeah, I know Hulu has a lot of the FX shit.
Yeah. But yeah, that's that a lot of people love that one. So I still need to check that out. Yeah. Damn, there's so much I need to watch. I still need to watch Godfathers of Harlem.
I still need to watch Godfather.
Oh, the movie?
The trilogy, yeah.
Isn't it out in theater now?
Godfather?
Yeah.
Is it really?
They did a 50-year,
Dang.
kind of like remaster.
Perfect
or some
timing. I've
Yeah.
seen the first one a long time. I mean, in film school, like, you know,
Yeah.
I kind of remember it,
Mhm.
but I never saw two, and I've heard that's, you know, the masterpiece. And
I always hear the first one is the one that like is like the one that was the highest praised.
mm,
You know, I mean, I know a lot of like as far as I think from my school is they rated it as the #1 greatest film ever.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So.
yeah, I've heard nothing but good things, and I've heard 3 is all right.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I'll like it. I finally got around to watching Apocalypse Now, which I think Coppola did in between one.
That's the
no,
one that
maybe
was
after.
that was like a native or I'm sorry, not native, like a foreign movie, right? Or no, I'm thinking of Apocalypto. I think.
Yeah, Apocalypse Now is
Yeah.
where it's a kind of like a modern retelling of Heart of Darkness, where
Okay. Yeah.
he goes to Vietnam to get this Colonel Kurtz, who's
Mm.
like manipulated the natives in Vietnam into
Okay.
thinking
Yeah.
he's a god. Yeah,
Got you. Hmm.
and yeah, it was. I mean, it was incredible, but never seen Godfather Part 2.
Did you ever read Heart of Darkness?
Yeah, so fucking good.
Really? I don't know why, but in high school, I hated it. I'm pretty sure that book gave me ADHD. Like, I just could never read literature well after that. It killed it.
School books in particular, I've been wanting to reread To Kill a Mockingbird, because having to read it in high school, I
Oh, that's
hated
great.
it.
Yeah.
And I know I'd love it.
To Kill a Mockingbird was amazing.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, Heart of Darkness, I liked a lot.
yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I need to like go back and watch that I don't really remember as an adult when I watched it as a kid.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, there's so much. So yeah.
I've been wanting to rewatch the Bourne movies too. Jason Bourne.
Oh, Jason
I used to
Bourne.
love those as a kid.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good series too.
Hmm.
Yeah. I thought they were gonna make a new one.
They did. I mean, they did Bourne Legacy with Jeremy Renner, and that didn't really go
No,
anywhere.
but I mean, I'm talking about Matt Damon though.
they
They're
did.
not
They
doing
made
that?
Jason Bourne. They made a 4th one.
Oh,
I remember
okay,
falling
okay.
asleep during it. I need to rewatch it.
Yeah, definitely gotta check out all those too. Oh my gosh, so much shit.
There's a
Damn,
lot. Keeps coming.
it's man, not enough time. But yeah, I mean, I don't think Jose is gonna come in anytime soon. So, I mean, that's all I got for this week.
That's all I got.
Yeah, damn, I took a picture of my put on. It's somebody I've known since high school. Yeah, his name is also Erick, spells it the same way that I do. You can find him. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can find him on TikTok. I don't even have TikTok, but I'm willing to support the homie. So his TikTok is sharpened attraction. There you go. Sharpened attraction. So yeah, he makes some TikTok videos. So yeah, content. And then you can also follow him on IG is under Winky Face Figueroa. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got some content out there. You guys on TikTok, go check them out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So my put on is for Raul Caracoza. I know him as Boogie. I work with Boogie. He is an artist, LA-based artist. He grew up around here, and he just had a show in Norwalk on the 18th. So that's already passed. But some of his art, I mean, I'm sure we'll drop a link. I'm looking at him right now. I mean, he does kind of like stark, what would you call it? Like primary color. Like there's one of Frida Kahlo right here, and it's blue background. She's wearing like a bright red shawl, bright blue necklace. Really pretty colors. Anyway, he's just a dope artist. He did a tribute to Kobe and Prince. A lot of the things that inspire him. Also, just a really cool dude in general. So
Right. Yeah.
Raul Caracoza, Boogie, check him out.
Dope. Got anything, Josh?
Yeah, mine's not a person, but an idea. So if you're a creator and you're stumped on an idea, either for something to write, something you want to, adapt as a short film, or even like music if you're trying to play or record something. Something I've been digging a lot more into lately is just stuff that's in the public domain. So just like, if you're running out of ideas, just look to the past, because like, literally anybody can make Sherlock Holmes or Dracula or Great Gatsby now. Yeah. Like there's all sorts of stuff that's just like available to us, and we don't have to reinvent the wheel to be creative.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
I dig it.
I'm all for that. Yeah, I mean, shoot, anybody who listens or watches, I mean, or just checks us out, all as individuals, yeah, just keep supporting. Not many of you out there, but
I want to close out, speaking of that, even if you aren't actively putting your socials out there, remember that people can always find you. I wrote an article recently shouting out Black women in video gaming, and one of them reached out to me on LinkedIn, and I thought it was just LinkedIn. They had first reached out to me on Twitter, which I didn't realize until this week, and they replied to one of my tweets saying, "Hey William, would you be able to send me a DM, please? It's about your article I'm featured in." But the tweet that they replied to was, "Alien porn parody, here's all I've got so far. In space, no one can hear you cream." And so I'm fucking mortified.
That took a whole left turn. I was not expecting.
Dude, we had this.
I swear that was like a Dave Chappelle punchline, where it's like he's telling you this whole story, and like the punchline hits you so hard and so left. It's like,
dude,
I was not expecting
we had this
that.
whole professional interaction on LinkedIn, and I was like, "Oh, I fucking get LinkedIn now. I'm adulting so hard right now. This is great." And I didn't realize her first exposure to me had been fucking alien porn parody. In space, no one can hear you cream.
Oh my god. Will,
so just
you
pay attention to what you're putting out there.
LinkedIn should pay you. The Matrix Resurrection should pay you.
Oh, I didn't mention it. Matrix Resurrection sucks.
And all alcohol beverages should pay you.
Putting in work.
Yeah.
That's sponsorship.
But I mean, shit. Like, I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's episode 60 next week. We're finally moving out of the 50s. Finally, it's been 50s
Ferocious
for so
50s.
long. We're doing it. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Let's see. Any other last words, you guys, before I cut this off?
Filmmakers keep. I'm just kidding.
Jose, come to work. I mean, Eli, respond to text messages. But yeah,
Richard quit.
Richard, quit your job to be here. Yeah. Okay, so dogs keep barking. Cats stop knocking shit over. Cows keep milking.
Shout out Doja Cat.
And let's see. What you call it? Giraffes keep eating plants. And animals keep animaling. We'll see you next episode.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.